Are you struggling with short shots around the green, chunking some shots and thinning others? The secret to a reliable short game is controlling low point. You'll learn exactly why controlling low point is vital, how to build a rock-solid chipping technique for consistently crisp contact. I'll even show you a powerful drill to hone your strike and ingrain great technique. Low point is, as the name suggests, the lowest point in your golf swing. For a consistent short game, you need to control where low point happens so you can have those crisp ball then turf strikes. If your low point is too far before the ball, you'll catch the ground first and chunk it. If your low point is too far after the ball, you'll hit the top of the ball and thin it. It's important to also consider your vertical low point. If your golf club has too low a vertical low point, you can chunk it, even if your horizontal low point is actually after the golf ball. If the club goes too deep, even if the low point's after the ball, you will chunk it. Controlling low point is indescribably vital. I'm going to teach you a technique that gives you the biggest margin for error around the greens, so that even if you have a bad strike, you'll still hit a very decent shot. Remember, if you seriously want to play better golf, subscribe so you never miss a free video, and comment with any questions you've got in your game. I'd love to help. Setup plays a huge role in controlling your low point. Here's what you need to focus on at setup for a standard chip. Ball position slightly back of center. The hands are ahead of the ball, with most of my weight favoring my lead foot, around 60 to 70%. Many golfers try to lift the ball up, which shifts their low point too far back and too deep, and this can cause chunked and thin shots. Instead, try to keep your weight forward throughout the whole motion, never shifting back. Always keeping your weight in your front leg. Let the loft do the work. If you achieve proper strike out the center of the face, you'll have well enough loft to get loads of height. You don't need to help it up. To hit consistently crisp chip shots, we need to give ourselves the biggest margin for error possible. We can do this by having the club very close to the ground for a long time, but not very far under it. Imagine this like a wide U shape, where the bottom of the U doesn't go very far under the ground. It just goes under the surface. With our wide U-shaped swing, even if we hit the ground early, because the club doesn't go very far under the ground, we still hit a very good chip shot, and our contact isn't compromised. Our golf shot is still very effective. This is all about the amount of turf the club interacts with through impact. With our wide U shape, where the club is on the ground for a very long time, because the club doesn't go very deep under the turf, it interacts with very little ground. Because of that, even if we do catch the ground early, we still get away with a very decent shot. This gives us a massive margin for error and makes it very hard to hit bad chip shots. Here's how we do it. Watch how my club shaft is pointing at my belt buckle. We're going to keep it there throughout the swing. Keeping your hands very quiet, turn your chest, keeping the club low to the ground. Turn your chest again as we keep our hands quiet, and we let our club shaft line up with our belt buckle through the shot. The club always stays low to the ground throughout. Watch how low the club head stays to the ground here. Practice this pivot, keeping your hands very quiet, turning your chest as the club head stays low to the ground, working around your body. Quiet hands, the chest leads the motion. The club head stays low to the ground as the chest turns, and the club shaft lines up with the belt buckle just post impact. Watch how low the club head stays to the ground here. This is me creating that wide U shape we talked about, where the club doesn't go very low vertically under the turf. You can see I'm barely just grazing the grass here, but I'm hitting the same point every time. We want feedback when we practice this, so grab two alignment sticks and stick them in the ground at a low angle in a wide V shape. Strike the ground in the center point of the two sticks here, and practice keeping the golf club below these two sticks. Now I've set them at an angle that's fairly low at the ground here, and that's just going to encourage the club to work around my body and keep the club head low to the ground, encouraging that shallow U shape. Notice how if I keep the club head underneath the sticks, then the club head is staying low to the ground and working around my body. Get really comfortable with this motion and just keep striking that ground. Now we're going to test your vertical low point. Place a coin on the ground in line with where the two alignment sticks meet the ground, and place a towel about 2 ball widths before the coin on the ground. Now practice hitting the coin, but not the towel. Try to take light, very shallow divots where we just graze the surface of the ground here. Can you hit the coin, miss the towel, and keep the club head working underneath these two alignment sticks? This is going to help us train that club to work around us and low to the ground. Give yourself some time to practice this until you can consistently hit the coin only. Then replace the coin with a ball and repeat the motion. You'll find it incredibly difficult to chunk it if you can master this. Your short game will honestly never be the same again. If this video helped, make sure you share it with a friend that needs to see this, and subscribe so you never miss a free video. Check out the description for free training, practice plans, and coaching. If you want to learn more about low point control, check out this video and have an incredible day.